Pistol shots ring out in the barroom night, and a Patty Valentine from the alcohol. She sees a bartender in a pool of blood, cries out, "My God, they've killed them all." It calls the story of the hurricane, the man the authorities came to blame for something that he never done. Put in a prison cell for one time, he could have been the champion of the world. And another man named Bella was moving around mysteriously. I didn't do what he says, and he throws up his hands. I was only robbing a register, I hope you understand. I saw them leaving, he says, and he stops. One of us had better call up the cops. And so Patty calls the cops, and they arrive on the scene with their red lights flashing. Hot New Jersey nights. Meanwhile, far away in another part of town, we've been Carter and a couple of friends driving around. Number one contender for the middleweight crown. Had no idea what kind of shit was about to go down when a couple them over to the side of the road. Just like the time before and the time before that. In Patterson, that's just the way things go. If you're black, you might as well not show up on the street unless you want to draw the heat. Bradley had a rap for the cops. Him and Arthur Dexter Bradley were just out prowling around. He said, "I saw two men running out, they looked like middleweights." He jumped into a white car with out-of-state plates, and Miss Patty Valentine just nodded her head. Cop said, "Wait a minute, boys, this one's not dead." So they took him to the infirmary. And though this man could hardly see, they told him he could identify the guilty man. Four in the morning and they hauled Ruben in. They took him to the hospital and they brought him upstairs. The wounded man looks up through his one dying eye. Say, "Why'd you bring him in here for? He ain't the guy." Yeah, here's the story of the hurricane, the man the authorities came to blame for something that he never done. Put in a prison cell for one time, he could have been the champion of the world. Bradley said, "I'm really not sure." Cop said, "A poor boy like you could use a break. We got you for the motel job, and we're talking to your friend Bello. You don't want to have to go back to jail. Be a nice fellow. You'd be doing society a favor. That son of a bitch is brave and getting braver. We want to put his ass in the stir. We want to pin this triple murder on him. He ain't no gentleman Jim." Ruben could take a man out with just one punch, but he never did like to talk about it all that much. "It's my work," he'd say, "and I do it for pay. Now when it's all over, just as soon go on my way up to some paradise where the trout streams flow and the air is nice. and take a horse along the trail. But then they took him to the jailhouse, where they tried to turn a man into a mouse. In advance, the trial was a big circus, he didn't stand a chance. The judges made the witnesses drunkards from the slums. For the white folks who watched, he was a revolutionary bum, and for the black folks, he was just some crazy nigger. No one doubted that he pulled the trigger, and though they could not produce the gun, the DA said he was the one who did the deed, and the all-white jury agreed. Reuben Carter was falsely tried. The crime was murder one. Guess who testified? Bellow and Bradley, and they both boldly lied. The newspapers, they all went along for the ride. How can the life of such a man be in the palm of some fool's hand? To be so obviously framed can help to make you feel ashamed to live in a land where justice is a game. And watch the sunrise, while Reuben sits like Buddha in the 10-foot cell. An innocent man in a living hell. Yeah, that's the story